What the hell is up with all of these pretty boy jump shots? You ain't Kevin Durant!
Andrew Wiggins has gone from a bust to a beast, but how? If there's one thing we can be certain of, Andrew Wiggins' growth as an NBA player is far from an accident. This video right here is a cheat sheet for anyone on any level who wants to improve their game.
Wiggins goes by Bullock!
We've all seen this dunk, but I'm going to show you why this likely doesn't even happen if Andrew did not transform his game. To understand the first reason for Andrew's rapid progression, it's imperative to understand a large chunk of this was due to Steve Kerr's undertaking. Kerr knew that Wiggins was a sucker for settling for outside shots. In Minnesota, he was taking an average of 2.4 pull-up threes and only making 32% of them. Kerr has encouraged him to take better high percentage looks, which has resulted in Wiggins having one of the highest offensive ratings in the entire playoffs. Andrew's attacking the rim on a higher pace, as you can see here in this last game against Boston, as he attacks the top foot of Al Horford, which is a really good decision when you are trying to take on a defender. Wiggins now only takes an average of 1.1 pull-up threes. This has helped his team not only get better looks, but also increasing Wiggins' pull-up three percentage to 35.4%. Another stat that nobody seems to want to talk about is that Wiggins is actually shooting 50% on wide open threes this year. That is a number that no elite shooter has ever sustained in the NBA's history. After rewatching some of his old games from years past, I noticed that Andrew was able to get rid of this strange thing that he was doing with his foot. Watch as he double taps his right foot on all of his three-point shots. This would cause him to be off balance, and you can see that with the Golden State Warriors, he is not doing that, but he is balanced with both of his feet going up at the same time. But the real genius for Andrew's improvement is in this next step: his defense. You can see Andrew here when he was playing for Minnesota, as he is not able to go in and step in to take this charge or even do some rule of verticality. That's this really soft defense, where in comparison, check out what he does against the Mavericks. Look how desperate Luka Doncic is to get Andrew Wiggins off of him. He fights through one screen, then a second screen, and then finally a third screen. He's able to get a switch, and then he's trying to go to work against Kevon Looney, but you see Andrew Wiggins is in the shadows, lurking, and you can see the difference here between the 2 years as he goes straight up, lines up Luka, and forces him to get rid of the ball. Wiggins' help defense is also much improved. Watch how Jaylen Brown has a great mismatch on Steph Curry, and Andrew Wiggins timed the block perfectly. Here's a clip of Andrew trying to rotate, but not really trying at all, as he's supposed to be the help man on that pick and roll, and he's not even trying to get his hands up to block that shot. That is a huge difference from today's Wiggins, but check out on this next play as well. He's not even in a defensive stance whatsoever, so he is just getting blown by on this play. Fast forward to the finals, and you can see he is an excellent help defender, helping Steph Curry get a steal. Wiggins shows that he is the most improved defensive player, as he stunts on Marcus Smart to help Steph Curry with the drive, and then gets back up top to contest the three-point shot by Jason Tatum. He gives him not one but two hand checks and follows him all the way to the elbow, closes out the shot, and then forces him to pass. In the Dallas series, when Wiggins was on the floor, the Warriors spotted a defensive rating of 91.1, which is actually even better than the regular season's best defensive team, the Boston Celtics. However, when Wiggins was on the bench, it transformed the Warriors' defense into one of the least efficient defenses in the entire league, as they held a 128.1 defensive rating. A big reason for this is just because of effort. Watch how he fights through multiple screens and actions to get back to Luka Doncic to force him to get rid of the ball. Check out the lack of hustle with the T-Wolves, as he is trotting all the way over to the baseline and gets burnt with a really weak closeout.
Wiggs has turned it up a notch. He's getting us a ton of extra possessions. Key rebounder for us with his length and his athleticism. So he's been great.
Wiggins' improvement on the offense and defensive glass is one of the reasons why the Golden State Warriors won the championship. And it's actually his toughness inside which gives us our next reason on why he's improved so much. Take a look here at this first example. Wiggins helps down low, then does a really nice closeout, stays low with his body, takes a bump from Al Horford, and then leaps over Marcus Smart for the beautiful rebound. In years past, you can see Andrew here taking really forced contested two-point shots, and then fast forward to today and look at him just use his body to size up the defender and create space with his physicality. One reason his post moves have improved is because he used to keep the ball low when doing his turnaround fadeaway jump shot, as Chris Paul's able to steal that one. Breaking this exact same move down today, you can see he just holds that ball much higher above his head, and and he's able to sky over the bigger defender. Here we get the same move, but a tougher shot. Really nice physical move before he spins and pivots back. He still holds the ball high and knocks the shot down. This is why Steve Kerr is an excellent coach, is because he is running set plays for Andrew Wiggins to start the third quarter to get him engaged on the interior of the defense. Watch as he gets a set screen to get a low post opportunity. This type of play call just engages people inside of the paint and turns them into beasts. Once you have this mentality, it changes your game. Look at how Andrew could have easily settled for this wide open three-point shot, but he gets his body moving downhill, and then you can see his upper body strength going to work and the nice footwork to take it to the cup. Here's a subtle thing Andrew does to get an offensive rebound. He actually pushes back on the person behind him to clear a little bit more space instead of just letting his athleticism do the work, and this girl seems to be a bit of a fan. A huge knock of Wiggins coming out of college was his lackadaisical effort, as he just appeared to be very lazy. Check him out here, as this is absolutely atrocious. Watch Wiggins get totally burnt by Joe frickin' Ingles, and Wiggins is nowhere to be found. Look at this gap. You can see Wiggins is like 20 feet behind. This is why culture is so important with the Warriors. You can see him running baseline to baseline, sprinting all the way back down to check Jason Tatum, getting in his stance, locking him up, and forcing a really tough travel. Look at how he is able to absorb the contact and hold his ground. Then he swipes early at the ball, which confuses Tatum and forces a turnover. My absolute favorite defensive sequence by Wiggins happened on this play right here, and it happened from this game over here, so you should check this out.